We are here at the Wall Street, legendary Wall Street. And what else, the best place to come to than to talk about branding, okay? My company, our company, the BLACKGEO, it's about networking, building different communications between different people, different cultures, different languages. And guess what, the BLACKGEO, if you hear somebody speaking Swahili, Spanish, any other language, it doesn't matter. That's what we're here for. We here, guess what? It's not only gonna be English on this channel, all right? In the future terms, we will be incorporating different countries, different cities, and different people who speak these languages, all right? Not just gonna be me walking around in different people's countries. No, I like to put the camera in people's hands that know the language, know the cities, and they can teach us also. Don't think that when I'm producing content or some of our producers producing content, I love to see what we're doing also. So we're here in the legendary marketing district of Wall Street. We want to talk to a few people out here who know about marketing, who know about branding, all right? And I told people, my New York content, we're doing specific content. Elite views for the people who love views, and elite things to talk about. And before I say, can I say something real quick? Like and subscribe to the BLACKGEO, New York City. Okay, this is what we do. What brought me in the business management space was, since I was 14, 15, had a company with my friends. And also show was called Sky's the Limit. Shout out to them boys out there, they know they still out there. But that was their first induction. Of course, we had our own hustles on the side, but we were young businessmen, you know? And I just took that with me, especially seeing my father and my mother having their own businesses. I took that with me as I got older. No matter if I was working a 9 to 5, or I had any type of career job, and even to this day, I have a 9 to 5, but I still have my own businesses, you know? And it shows you that as you help somebody else build their own business up, it's not a bad thing. Do not think that working for a company is a bad thing. I don't know where I hear this stupid rhetoric. How else will you learn how to run a business, okay? You have to work for somebody, learn the steps, okay? Learn how to be a boss, learn how to be a worker, okay? Learn scheduling, okay? Learn financing. Trust me, it's not an easy thing right now. I don't make money from the BLACKGEO. The people who work for me make money from the BLACKGEO, and that's respect, because they want to know that the company they work for is worth something, you know? So I think that's actually the hardest thing to learn is financing, okay? Things I'm actually learning right now, political science, okay? And finance is the hardest thing to learn, okay? So working for somebody, do not get this stupid rhetoric with somebody talking about, oh, I'm just trying to be a boss, I'm just trying to be a boss. It's steps to take, my brother, okay? Or my sister, okay? The biggest bosses out there have worked for somebody. They all start from something, okay? This Wall Street, you think this Wall Street looked like this? No. This Wall Street started from barren land, people, I told you. This was all makeshift land. And even though it was a lot of corrupt history that stole it, you see what it came about. So anybody should get into their own business, okay? I think everybody should have some business that they're doing. And people will say the mindset comes from being a kid from New York. I think so, it does. Because even when you leave New York and you take that to another city, you take that to another state, you can tell somebody's from the city of New York, okay? Because the thing about New York, you look outside, you see what's going on. It's a non-stop pace, okay? It's gonna motivate you to go out there and go get something for yourself. I didn't even want to put my man on camera, but it was a homeless guy. I gave him some, you know, gave him a little dollar, whatever, but I gave him a little motivation speech. While people walking right by him, I said, brother, we don't gotta be laying on these streets, my brother. We built these streets of Wall Street, okay? So don't think that, you know, this is your last stop in life. Your last stop in life is not gonna be laying on no Wall Street, my brother. You feel me? Your first stop in life probably was me, the BLACKGEO, coming up to telling you that, brother, get off that street. Okay? Your last stop in life is not gonna be on no street in Wall Street just sitting there, okay? So being from New York, you see a lot of business people, you see a lot of up-and-comers, and of course, it motivates the next person. It's not no hate thing, it motivates the next person. So that's why a good thing about, even if you're not from New York City, you have to incorporate New York City in your coming up of schooling, university, business work, anything that you want to incorporate. This is one of the cities you come to learn what's going on. It's a tough city, like we said, it's a very tough city, but to learn hustle and bustle, that's what you gotta do, you know? And for short, I'm actually interviewing myself, okay? Shout out to Shy B over here doing this thing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm learning the show business, this BLACKGEO. I'm learning the show business, yo. I'm saying this shit is so fire. I love it, you know? So, and another thing that it says, work ethic, okay? Work ethic. That's another thing that's not taught. How the hell can you wake up in the morning and get rich and you not getting yourself up in the morning? Work ethic, it's a routine, people. It's a routine, okay? You have to develop your own routines. Like, you think I wanted to get up on my day off and run around the town, but no, I have projects I got in different cities, and you gotta love what you're doing first before I ever make money from anything. So I love what I do outside of the BLACKGEO and the BLACKGEO, and that's the work ethic first. Because when you love what you do, I can sit up 24 hours and do it. All right, so that's the work ethic first. Love what you do first, because when you love what you do, you will develop a great work ethic, and that's a tongue twister. Pause. Work ethic, work ethic. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do that at the BLACKGEO. We're gonna work on some tongue twister terms over here, and I'm gonna have my own shirts that has my tags. I have certain slogans on the BLACKGEO. All right. So another thing we're gonna talk about is oh yeah. So how's my Liberian background, my African background shape me, and it shapes me a lot. My name, you know. Shabi is just a portion of my real name, okay? But since I was a kid, I even told all my Africans back in the continent, I told my Africans back all across Africa who know me, from South Africa to Liberia, to Kenya, to Mozambique, to Morocco's. When they see me come back in their country, they always like, oh, this is my American friend, da 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 da. I said, no. This is your African friend, brother. He's just coming from America. Yeah, I'm coming from America, but this is your African friend, because trust me, when you see my name, my full name, people who know me in real life, yes, you know I'm from Africa. So guess what? I had to represent Africa since I was born, all right? Africa is in my veins, I keep saying that. So it shaped me a whole lot. So especially as, it helped me a whole lot too, because part of my name is actually North African. All right, it comes from North Africa. So when I'm in North Africa, they call me by that name. When I'm in West Africa, they call me by that name. And when I'm in the Americas, I have an American part in the name also. So being my culture shapes everything about me, all right? And I'm from that era when people thought that you calling yourself African was a bad thing. And I'm one of the people who made that thing look real cool, okay? We're from that era. And I want to say all my Africans out there, any race can hear this, it don't matter. Us being African people, yo, represent yourself. It's a beautiful thing, man. Okay? And when we say Africa to the world, yo, it's the world to Africa. Guess what? We are an African producing channel. We started from Africa, but guess what? We show the world to Africa. So you're gonna see these beautiful views of New York City. You're gonna see these beautiful views of London and Paris when we're there. You know? We represent any city that we go to, all right? But represent that this channel was started by Africans, okay? But we represent any city we go to. So shout out to New York City for hosting the BLACKGEO. We love y'all out here, man. We do. We so love y'all, man. And also, as you know, me being a world traveler, that gives you so many ideas. I mean, you can stay in so many great places when you're a world traveler. And as soon as you stay there for 2 days, you want to move there, right? Yeah. Everybody out there know what I'm talking about. You find you about two or three days in a country, you're up there checking the real estate. And you're up there comparing where you live at to the place that you're visiting. Trust me, being a world traveler shapes everything about my business, okay? Everything about my business, okay? But you gotta incorporate where you're from also, or where the state you live in, But it's never a bad thing getting away from where you're from, okay? So I encourage everybody, get away from, not get away, but travel away from your normal space, okay? From your normal space so you can get that different perspective, especially Africa's on the continent. Me being Liberian, I wanted to have that different learning in another country, in Africa, not only in the Americas and Europe, but before I even bring my business back to Liberia, I wanted people in Liberia to respect my business. So when I go back to Liberia, they'll know like, okay, this guy's already in Kenya doing something. He's already in South Africa, though. They already know him in Egypt, you know? So world traveling is a must in every business. And all the big businesses around, especially even in Wall Street where we are right now. A lot of these businesses right here, yeah, they're overseas. Yeah, they're brought overseas, offshores, you know? So world traveler is big in your business. Make sure you incorporate that in your business, all right? And not just for selling content or doing any items, just for your own sake, okay? Just for your own sake. World traveler is a must, okay? So we're gonna go on. And we're gonna talk about some of the countries I do business in. Personally, my networking business, like we talked about, it's been going on for over 10 years, but I also got to live in South America a little bit. Shout out to Argentina. I told you that's one of my favorite countries. Despite the history that they talk about Argentina, I spent a lot of time in that country. And it's a lot of lost history. We will be incorporating Argentina in our content. But long story short, I did business in Argentina, Nairobi, Kenya, Morocco, Egypt, I told you, and Belize. We're gonna add, we have some sub-cities we're gonna add also, London, Paris, but specifically, I chose Nairobi, Kenya, because for the last 7 years, and I've been to over 60 countries now, over 60 countries, but Nairobi, Kenya has welcomed us from my Pan-Africanist background, but a building economy. I wanted to bring it to a building economy in Africa. And all the countries I advise you to bring your business to in Africa. I don't care what country in Africa it is, regardless how what they say in the news, regardless how the economy is, bring any type of your business, incorporate Africa. But one reason I wanted to add two things I'll tell you. Kenya is a great networking space. It's a great hub in Africa, you know, but also, regardless, like I said, when you create an African business, it always gets to reach somewhere else around the world. So sometimes us black people, when we build a business, and it's only in America, it doesn't reach anywhere else, all right? Sometimes it doesn't even reach a next city. So I wanted to incorporate my business headquarters first. It starts in Africa, and then it goes to the world. That's why we say we showcase Africa to the world, and we show the world to Africa. So guess what? Our headquarters is in Nairobi, but you'll catch us in many cities, just like this in New York City. So Nairobi, Kenya is the city for our business, you know? And like I added to, we will be expanding our business in other cities. We are recruiting. We're on a recruiting tour these next 3 months. We have a new recruit who's gonna be joining us this week. Oh, you're gonna love this new content, BLACKGEO. Especially the guys who tired of seeing my face. Especially the guys who tired of seeing my face. We got some new recruits for y'all. This video is strictly for the businessmen out there who's starting their business from the ground up. So if I'm long-winded, you know, I'm sorry people, but this is for the businessmen out there. This video is strictly for the businessmen. No real cuts in this video, all right? But yeah, for the thirsty men out there, shout out to y'all. I mean, y'all probably so supporting my channel. But we have some new recruits, a lot of things to learn, and Nairobi, Kenya about to show up. And I told you, that's our headquarters, so it starts from there. When I say recruit, we start from our headquarters, and then we go around the world. We're gonna start recruiting in different countries, people who respect our content. So yeah, we're very much gonna be expanding our content in other countries very soon. And we already expanded in other countries. I told you, we had to start with New York City, okay? So we had to start in New York City. This is the mecca of media right now around the world ever. Like the Canadian sir from the last video, he said this is one of the centers of the world, you know? We're gonna go with the next question. Like I said, everybody, if you're coming in late, I'm actually interviewing myself because New York people did not want to talk to me today. It's cool. I told you, Sha B has that type of energy. We don't need that. I'm my own interviewer, all right? So this question is for the people who are building their business on the ground level, all right? I said, what type of mindset do you have to have? What type of mindset you have? And I said that, I think a few minutes ago. You have to have a go-getter mindset. Something and don't, when I say this, please don't think I'm saying this is a bad thing. Sometimes you gotta get away. When I say get away, meaning cut that phone off, cut that phone number off, cut that text message off to some friends and some family, even if it's the blood. This is not for their whole life. This might just be for a year, okay? Might just be for 6 months, might be for 5 years, who knows? But if you, people know around you that you're doing something, but when you tell them about it, you know, and they don't wanna, they bring in energies around, they're like, I don't know about that, I don't know about that. Cool. For you to succeed at anything, don't listen to all that. Just get away from people. Don't even get advice from certain people. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't care. So the motivation you gotta have for your own business and your own mindset is be your own fan. Okay? You could be out there producing your own songs, your own content, your own music, whatever, selling your own product, but you're running to somebody else to like it first. Guess what? If I create a hat, I'm wearing that hat first. I don't care about somebody else liking my hat. Okay? If I'm producing some content, I'm watching my own content about 300 times. I don't care if you watch my content. It can have 1 view, and I'm that 1 view, but I watched it about 300 times. All right? It can have certain songs. When I was creating music, you damn sure know I was riding down the street bumping my own damn music, loudly. Okay? Be your own fan of your own business. That's the mindset you gotta have. It's not a hard thing to think about. All right? You see me out here on the streets. Literally people walking right by me, guess what? Because they see the passion I'm giving to my own business. I'm my own fan first. Because guess what? When I cut this content up, I love how I look good on this HD. I'm not worried about getting interviews with nobody. I'm my own fan. Shout out to Shy B right here in the BLACKGEO. So remember that. Be your own fan first, all right? And people will see the passion you got, and you creating your own wave. When you be your own fan, you creating your own wave. People gonna hop on that wave, they're gonna love it. So don't worry about that. All right? That's good. That's a good mindset to have, yo. I'm telling you, I'm a great interviewer of myself. This is an epic video right here. So, and another question I asked, I said, is the thought of success more important or enjoying the process more enjoyable? And like I just said, enjoying the process is more enjoyable. You know why? Because that's what you can tell people. All right? Success is the thought of mine. Me, if I make $5 from this right here, it's success to me. I'm cool. But enjoying the steps, that's when it's showing everyday labor that you did, all right? And the steps is really the movie, all right? Remember that the steps is really the movie. The success is not the movie. The steps is the movie, all right? You show me the steps, I will sit there for about 2 hours with popcorn, watching that whole movie. You show me the success, I'll be there for about 2 minutes. You show me your cars, you show me what you're doing, Hey, that's cool. You show me the steps though, man, you got me all day. You got me all day. So remember that. The steps is more enjoyable, okay? Success only takes somebody 1 minute to tell you, but the steps can take me a whole week. So remember that. That's my love for you right there. This to show you, man. So another thing to let you know that I am Shy B from the BLACKGEO, the proprietor, but also I'm the executive producer, and I'm one of the best fans. Like I said, I'm one of the fans of BLACKGEO also. It's not just you out there, all right? And like I said, the BLACKGEO is a lifestyle. You're a BLACKGEO yourself, okay? Call yourself a BLACKGEO. Represent the BLACKGEO out here. Let them know that we in the cities right here. We are out here at Bowling Green, Wall Street. We give you real content, real views. Hey, you never know where we might end up at.